Retiring early isn't something that happens by accident. Achieving that goal requires careful planning and a solid savings plan. For starters, experts recommend having 25 times your planned annual spending saved before you retire. That sounds like a big number, but it's actually quite doable. It starts by eliminating debt and channeling a percentage of your income into retirement accounts. 1. Get out of debt. One of the most common mistakes that people make is going into retirement with debt, especially credit card debt, which can carry a very high interest rate. Getting rid of this debt early can help you avoid paying so much in interest in your retirement years. Another way to reduce the amount of debt you have is to stop spending so much money. While it might be difficult, the sooner you can learn to live on a budget and save money regularly, the better. If you're a spender, start by reviewing your expenses and cutting back on things that don't bring you joy. Then use any extra money that you have to pay down your debt or add to your savings. If you're working full-time, consider negotiating a flexible work schedule or telecommuting. This can allow you to enjoy some of the perks of retirement while still earning an income. For example, you can try negotiating for a few days off of work per week, or you might be able to retire in stages with a reduced work schedule and part-time job while also enjoying your hobbies and vacations. In addition to paying off your debt, you should consider investing more of your salary in low-cost funds, such as exchange-traded funds, ETFs, or mutual funds. This can help you take advantage of compounding, which means that the money you invest now will earn more over time. Jim Cramer, the host of the popular CNBC show Mad Money, recommends starting with an investment account at a discount brokerage. This is a great way to save money when investing and can help you reach your retirement goals faster. It's also important to set financial goals and stick to them. For example, you may want to start by creating a spreadsheet that estimates your retirement costs. You can do this by adding up your annual expenses and multiplying them by 12. This will give you an idea of how much to save for retirement. If you plan to have a mortgage in retirement, you can also calculate your property taxes and home maintenance costs. 2. Retire in stages. When it comes to early retirement, the secret is to save and invest in stages. The best way to do that is to track your current spending as carefully as a mother tracks her children's whereabouts, and to relentlessly look for ways to cut back. Subscriptions you don't use, expensive entertainment, even utility bills. You can do this by signing up for a free service like YNAB or Mint, and also by creating your own spreadsheet to compare income versus expenses. It's a good idea to enter retirement debt-free, and that means paying off your mortgage, credit card, student loan, and auto loans. You'll also want to budget your expected living costs, including things like transportation and healthcare. Once you have your budget nailed down, you can start to figure out how much you'll need to withdraw each year to maintain your desired lifestyle in early retirement. The retirement reflection stage is a time of nostalgia, self-reflection, and reflection on the life lessons you've learned from your working years. It's important to take this time to appreciate what you have achieved, to think about how you want to spend your future, and to make plans for the next phase of your life. During this stage, it's also a great time to get estimates for your employer-provided pension and Social Security benefits, and to review and evaluate your savings accounts and other investment accounts. You can use tools like the 4% rule to determine how much you can safely withdraw each year from your investments and adjust it for inflation each year. Once you've nailed down your budget and saved enough to cover your anticipated living costs, it's time to start investing. You can do this by funneling a portion of your paycheck into your employer-provided retirement account, 401k or Roth IRA, then into traditional or Roth individual retirement accounts, and finally to a health savings account, HSA. The key is to diversify your investments across several different asset classes so that you have a well-rounded portfolio. It's also important to rebalance your investments periodically as the markets change. 3, a career break. If you're at the point in your career where you are ready to take a break, it's important to prepare financially. Depending on your circumstances, a break could last a few months or several years, and you may have to retrain or re-up your skill set for when you return. Taking a break for personal reasons like raising children or caring for older parents is more common than you might think. In fact, a LinkedIn study found that 62% of working professionals have taken a break at some point in their careers, and more than a third would consider doing so in the future. A well-planned career break can provide a much-needed recharge for your work life and allow you to explore new opportunities for professional growth. Before deciding to take a break, it's a good idea to talk to your employer and discuss your financial plans. Depending on your company's policy, they may be able to offer you an unpaid leave of absence or even a sabbatical. It's also a good idea to create a budget for the duration of your break. Make sure you calculate your expected expenses, including recurring costs such as rent or mortgage and utilities, as well as variable expenses such as food, travel, and entertainment. It's also a good idea to add a cushion of 2 or 3 months in expenses, just in case it takes you longer than expected to find a new job. You should also review your savings goals to ensure you have enough money to cover any unexpected expenses. If you're worried about your ability to save on your own, consider seeking the help of a financial professional. They can help you create a financial plan tailored to your situation, set realistic goals, and provide ongoing support throughout your career break. If you have to retrain for your return to the workforce, consider enrolling in relevant courses or attending workshops to keep your skill set fresh. This can make you more attractive to potential employers and make it easier to transition back into the workplace. Factor 4, start investing. If you want to retire early, you need a lot more than a savings plan. You need to invest your savings to take advantage of compound interest. Whether you have the time and energy to manage your own investments or hire a financial advisor, investing is critical. The first step is estimating your retirement expenses and figuring out how much money you'll need to save. This may seem daunting, but it's actually easier than you might think. The more accurate your estimates, the less savings you'll need. To get an idea of your current expenses, sign up for a free finance tracking service like YNAB or Mint. Track all your income and expenses, including one-time expenses such as vacations. You'll also need to estimate future expenses such as medical bills, car insurance, life insurance, and other large recurring costs. Once you've done this, you can create a savings plan and budget to get you to your goal. Remember, it's not just the money you make that matters, it's how much you spend. So try to cut back on luxuries and unnecessary purchases. Many early retirees use a bridge account to fund their retirement, but you can also use the money you save from baby steps of 1 and 2, plus any additional income you can generate during your working career. You can start by saving a portion of each paycheck and gradually increasing that amount over time. Then automate your savings so that it happens automatically each month. This will help you stay on track and avoid the temptation to spend that money. It's important to diversify your investment portfolio so you can weather market volatility. Early retirees often work with a financial advisor to find an investment strategy that can maximize their returns without taking too much risk. It's not about trying to outsmart the market or finding a hot stock tip. It's about building wealth over time with a well-diversified, low-cost portfolio. Another popular strategy for early retirement is to invest in real estate. While this option isn't for everyone, it can provide a steady stream of passive income and help you achieve your early retirement goals.